There we go. Fixed it again. Stupid thing. Sorry about that. I've got some weird thing. I think I've got a fundamental problem with my PC. Something somewhere is not quite right. And every time I'm starting Streamlabs up, it's forgetting its USB settings and going, I don't know where the microphone's gone. It's over there. And I'm back to go, it's there, there it is, there. Look, can't you see it? Computers aren't that clever. But never mind. Never mind. We're here and it's working. Good evening, everybody. And how are we? Started the stream on a highly professional note, as ever. Right. Let's do the thing, because the thing is the thing. The thing must be done. So how are we all seeing? Have a Boo Boo is first in the chat with 5 thumbs up. I definitely need those this week. I've had a really bad week. So more of that later in the waffle. Anyway, Commander Tragic Blue is here as well. Chili is here. Pete SB is here. We're good to see Pete SB. Wolf 999. Hopefully not having an emergency is here as well. Dr. Quest MD, fellow traveller in space and time and other multiverses, is here as well. Zoe Just Chilling is here as well, and hopefully is just chilling. So good for you, Zoe. Electron Ghost is here. Wintermute GB is here. Of course he is. The Minotaur is here. The Big Boo. Hello, Big Boo. Good to see you, fella. Yay. So yes, that's all good. What's going on, everybody? The Shadow Wyvern is here as well. I think that's it. I think I'm there. Yes. So yes. I mean, we're okay. I mean, I'm not one of these. Oh, woe is me too much. But we have had a pretty disastrous week. All things considered. So yes, it's been a constant barrage of things going wrong. My wife's car broke down this week, and it turned into like an 8-hour escapade to get her home. So that wasn't fun. Ending up with the police holding our car away. We had to go and get it from the pound. So it all not sort of the upstanding member of the community that I normally expect to be, being a problem for the police. But there we go. So there's an entire story there. Then the internet busted for a while. The car is still immobilised on my driveway, so that's busted as well. So I need to go fix that sometime. And of course I'm supposed to be, I'm going to Australia on Saturday evening. So all of this has got to be done before I go. So it's just, oh dear, one thing after another. My son's bike got pinched up in Scotland, so that's another thing. Fortunately it's insured, but it's just like, really? Anything else, universe? Just keep machine gunning me, I'm fine. Actually my car now does have the perfect anti-theft device. One is that the handbrake, because I'm going to go on a rant here, okay? Can I just have 5 minutes to get this off my chest? Because this is stupidity, all right? My Artemis is otherwise is a very good car, okay? It's very boring, it's very ordinary, it's very middle class suburbia sort of car, okay? It's inoffensive, it's not going to excite anybody. It's a very, very boring car, but it's good at, doing long distances, not costing too much to run, having loads and loads of space inside it, and being nice and comfortable on the long journey, okay? All good. Apart from, it has an Achilles heel, and it literally is an Achilles heel. It's got an electric handbrake, okay? So rather than a classic, very, very straightforward and simple to fix, I might add, thing in the middle of between the seats that you pull like that, to put the back brakes on when you need them. No. The Volkswagen engineers and automotive engineers in general decided that no, we're going to replace that system, which is very simple, straightforward, easy to fix, and never goes wrong, with a way more complicated system that has multiple points of failure, is really, really complicated and difficult to fix, immobilises your car when it brakes, all for the benefit of removing a lever and replacing it with a button. Okay, so this is the problem with our car. You can guess what's happened. Is my wife pulled up at a junction, a busy junction across from a school where multiple lanes of traffic are all going. She pulls up at the traffic lights. She presses the button for the handbrake. It all comes back on. And of course it's all very clever. The moment you bring up the clutch to drive off, the handbrake disengages automatically and off you go. Except when it doesn't. And the handbrake decides, nope. I'm locking you in place now because safety. So it locks in place, immobilises the car. Guess what? There's no way to release the brake. There's no emergency override. There's no manual override. There's no car override at all. So the car is totally and utterly paralysed in the middle of a busy junction, in the rush hour, at a stoplight, opposite a school. Chaos ensued. We actually had a line. We're quite proud of this, actually. We took a screenshot of it. You know, on Google Maps, when you type in traffic and it basically shows you all the red lines where traffic's really, really bad. We caused a red line. A big long red line. That was us. That's our claim to fame for this week. So yeah, so it got so bad, and our breakdown company was utterly useless, which is another long story which I won't get to, and resulting in the fact the police turned up, basically said, your car's an obstruction, we're towing it away, to which we had no answer. So they did. We had to go and get it back the following day. So it's it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And of course, yeah, my wife was on her own to start with. I had to go to rescue her, and yeah, not good. Not good. Not a good week. Not a good week. And I'm way behind on my prep for going to Australia because I haven't actually started yet. Yeah, time's ticking down, but never mind. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with nomads, guys. We're here to have some fun, and I need to have some fun. So let's get on with it. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, here we go into the game. Where's the button? There it is. Let's go. Right. Is she? Yeah, Anita's doing fine. Yeah, she's pretty resilient. We had a bit of a wobble, but she's pretty resilient. The car almost ended up on the scrap heap. It may still if we can't fix it, but we'll see how it goes. So, but yeah, hopefully the car will have a reprieve. Right, so we now need to decide. Well, I murdered Artemis last week, didn't I? Bye. So that was the end of that particular part of the story. So now we got to wrestle onwards with the mystery of Apollo and bracket null bracket, or just probably just null, to be honest, who has no name. Yeah, it's basically it was one of those weeks where it just felt like bad stuff was being machine gunned at us. You know, it's like, okay, so you're just about coping with that one. Here's another calamity. And it's just like every moment of every day. I mean, like I say, we've got the car home. We were like just wrestling with that. Then my son rings up to say his bike's been stolen, and then just as we're trying to wrestle with that, the internet decides it's going to bust. It's like, stop it! Stop the world! I want to get off. Oh, hello, we're in our ship. Oh, of course we can save anyway now, can't we? That's pretty cool. Look, I actually saved kind of in space. Now, okay, I can't quite live chucking content. It's a rubbish game. 1 star, wouldn't recommend. Physics model very limiting. Graphics good. Graphics quite good. NPCs not great. Dear, I don't know. But there we go. Right. So yes, I murdered Artemis, hadn't I? Not a fan of the grind, yeah. No save is ridiculous, yeah. Too much grind. No save. No multiple characters. No quick travel. Physics model very limiting. No double jump. Wouldn't double jump be useful? Also, you can't skip the cutscenes, can you? You have to sit there and listen to the whole damn thing. Clearly an alpha still. Can't find any cheat codes, don't work. Yeah. Only one life. Mission success criteria not clear. Dear, what can we do? Right, so okay, so yes, Artemis, it's very realistic, yeah. Artemis, I'd murdered, and now well, let's have a look at because the thing is, No Man's Sky's mission quests are quite interesting. Okay, so this is the first travel. So we're now following a little bit more of a path. So what we've gleaned so far is that we haven't actually met anybody, but we know that we're all travellers of a type. So I failed so far to see any of my fellow travellers beyond the projection. In the case of Artemis, perhaps there never was anything more, but Apollo will be different because Apollo's hopefully appears. So I have the address for this portal. They should be able to reach this planet just as nicely. So this is whether or not we're actually going to meet Apollo face to face. So let's go to the hollow terminus, which is over there. Engage. Let's see if we can track down. Mission not clear. Yeah, so I think that's quite good. What the hell are we supposed to be achieving? I think having no save wouldn't a save game be useful in real life? It's like, damn, I should have done that bit better. Now I'm stuck with this chain of consequences. I think I'll just reload the save from a week last Tuesday. Try that one again. So. That would solve a lot of problems, wouldn't it? Oh, that really isn't the way to handle that mission. Let's try the other option. How many of us would like to replay certain events? I would. Of course, you could go back. You could have multiple saves, couldn't you? You could be like, okay, so here's the sensible thing to do in that particular situation. Here's the wacky thing to do. And yeah, try some different ways of resolving whatever problem that you come across in your real life. And then, of course, what you could do is like, right, let's just do the stupid thing and see what happens. If it all goes wrong, we'll just reload the save. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I know I'm supposed to go into work today, but what happens if I buy a ticket to the Bahamas and just jet off into the distance? Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to hand this report into my boss. But what happens if I just give him 2 fingers and run away with a window cleaner? I'm trying to land, down. I'm sure there's more than one film along those lines. It would be good though, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's anyway, right. Oh, look at that! I was pointing straight at it. Right, we need the robo-doggers because we don't go voyaging without the robo-doggers. There we go. He's feeling happy as well. That's good. Because we need to go that way, dude. Turn around. Round. And yeah, and go. That's the Reggie Perrin promise, I think. It is, isn't it? Yeah, Reggie Perrin. Keep going, robo-doggers. Straight through that rock. There is. Stop. Excellent. Useful thing, a robo-doggers. Yep. I'm currently looking for my life archive. You have a life archive. That's very cool. Or the back of the loft, as it's actually called. Oh, right, okay. There's an Amiga CD32 up there. Wow. And the 100 late 80s Beano comics. Excellent. I was spiralling in there a bit, but fortunately with the robo-doggers, it's a very fast spiral. Or as Zoe said last week, it was just a Thursday. Just Thursday. How long is it going to take? Thursday. Thursday's the answer. Right. Are we at the top? No. These things are very much in favour of a bit of Chris Roberts. It needs some elevators, very much so. Oh, sorry, Drew is very moth-like when he's hugging. I am. Well, I mean, hey, I never claimed to be the world's best gamer, or even anywhere on the scale. Actually, I do things wrong, so you don't have to. Oh, okay, right. Relay the portal glyphs to Apollo. Let's do that, because there he is. Well, there they are. Have you found the glyphs for your world? I'm almost ready. Ooh. So I don't know if I trust Apollo. Apollo seems very fishy to me. My suit is upgraded, my stomach is full. You don't look very organic, I have to say, but I've hired a Gek to look after my farm while I'm away. Okay. Fascinating. I don't need to know about your farm, dude. As I look at Apollo, I think of what I saw within the portal of what happened to Artemis. Yeah, well, that's very true. Okay. I do not know if the portals are safe. Well, that's his risk to take, not mine. There have been some elevator-like things discovered in the game files. We're still waiting for them to become real. Okay, so elevators might be going. Excellent. I mean, it wasn't a criticism. Oh no, don't worry, Zoe. It's absolutely fine. We're very chilled and laid back over here. Moths are good as well. I mean, who wants to go straight to the thing anyway? You might as well take the scenic route around the edge, right? Right. I give Apollo the gifts, asking them to take care. Remember that happened to Artemis. Well, yes. I don't want him to be trapped in the netherworld and then for me to kill him. That would be a bad way to end his day. They assure me that they will, promising to see me. So, okay, so he's actually being a bit nicer now. He was a bit aggressive and arrogant to start with, was Apollo, but maybe he's chilled a bit. Before I go, they advise me to find out what I can from this so-called Null, and they warn me to be careful too, which is good advice. You'll regret saying that when you need a Gek to run your farm. Well, we still haven't figured out the Gek yet, have we? Mysterious fellas, all charming and sweet now, but yeah, there's some history with the Gek. Right, here's Null. Okay, who is a sort of his head is basically just a glowing ball with a couple of Dr. Dre Beats headphones circling around in a peculiar style. Right, okay. 2 lost souls, one who cared too much and one who cared too little. Their lives have not become what was promised, have they? So is he referring to Apollo and Artemis here? Every sentient being that's ever lived has felt that way at some point. I know I did once upon a time. I was angry, confused at my own solitude. Imagine my surprise when you woke me. Okay. I know you're just playing around with portals, but whatever you did, I'm here now and I need your help. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure his arms could power a video card. They could actually, couldn't they? Do you reckon that's sort of 12 volts there? Is that sort of is that PCI Express up the top there? Could ask him, couldn't we? The Atlas is not what you think it is. Something is happening to the universe. Something I need your help to figure out. Okay. Let's find out a little bit more about that. The Sentinels do not just keep peace across the universe. No, they don't keep peace at all. Their motives run deeper than that, seeking out anomalies in the multiverse structure and eliminating them from existence. I like that, which is probably what we count for. Have you looked at me? What do you think a Sentinel would do if I came across my form? I think... Oh, yeah, well, it has to be you, Traveller. Well, there is an observatory nearby. It will lead you to the location of a crashed freighter of great interest to our investigation. There we will find the first secret, I am sure of it. Now that sounds like another side quest. Know that the Atlas is neither friend nor enemy nor friend to us, no more than the air or the wind might be to such. But it is terrified. It is in pain. Okay. And we have a responsibility to help its suffering. Does that mean assuage its suffering or increase its suffering? It's not very clear. To help its suffering. That's slightly ambiguous statement. No matter what the cost. Okay. That feels to me like another side quest the game is trying to get me to go on. Let's have a look at what's actually happened in here. Not that one. That one. Okay, so hang on though. So Apollo therefore is obviously doing stuffs with the portal glyphs like this. So actually now the first traveller, Null has a task for me. They feel something's happening to the galaxy, some great unravelling of the threads that reality bound together. So nothing important then. I am to investigate, going around the Sentinels where they cannot. Okay, so basically Null will be attacked by the Sentinels regardless. So now we've got to do some investigating on his behalf, which is pretty cool. So I need to get down. There's the Robodogus. Look at him go. He's feeling hungry. Well, I better give you an ion battery then. There you go. And have some love. There you go. Have some again. Yeah, oh yeah, nice. Right. Okay, right. Where are we going, the suit creature? Oh, wait, talk about that. Okay, so it's an 11-hour ride to the... oh no, 11-minute ride. It's probably a bit far, isn't it? But it's kind of in the general direction of the ship anyway, so let's get to the ship. And we can take off from there, and then we can summon the robodoggers back, can't we? I wonder if they have sound deadening. Reality will be fine. Take duct tape and blue tack. Well, actually, I think it's... What's that other tape? Is it duct tape? The black and white stuff. I think that's duct tape, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Now it's changed the rest of the messaging. What's going on? Right. Are we? Which one are we doing here? We want to stick. Do we? No, not masking tape. I think this is duct tape, isn't it? The one with the black side and then the white sticky side. That's duck. Is it duct or duck? Whack whack. I don't actually know. Is it duct tape or is it duct tape? As in, is it duct tape or is it duck whack whack tape? It's like the Force has a light side and a dark side. And it binds the galaxy together. It does, doesn't it? It is the Force. In fact, duct tape is the Force. Gaffer tape. Is it duck or is it duct? It is duct tape, right? Okay. So there's a thing. We've established a piece of real life lore. Oh, Zoe, the robo-doggers is brilliant. Duck tape, rabbit tape, duck tape. Oh, the answer is yes. It could be duck or duct. That's not helpful. Right. Okay. So Nada probably wants to give you their opinion. So do I take a quick detour to the space anomaly, or do I crack on with the first traveller? There's a brand of duct tape called duct tape. I'm losing the will to live now. Oh no, nightmare. Oh, we are all crackers. Oh, shiny red flag. Did I miss you earlier on? Shiny red flag. There we go. It's got to be done. So it's tradition. Right. Story tidbits at the end. Okay, so that's why it's diverted me there. Right. Okay. Let's fly up into space and let's find some Crescent Moon Mold Farm. Nice. Presumably we just need to summon the anomaly, don't we, once we're in space. Let's do a bit of anomaly summoning. Anomalous Appearance. Yeah, okay, so it's Nada and Polo go and find a little bit more about what's going on as each thing, because it kind of prompts you to go that way, doesn't it? I'm glad I haven't got too many missions running, otherwise I'd get completely lost between all of them. Because the story is so... I'm just trying to think of the right word. I should have the right word because I'm a writer. It's kind of whimsical. Whimsical is about the best I can come up with at the moment. It's a whimsical story. It's sort of... I think that'll do. It's a whimsical kind of a story. You are becoming more visible to Nada, traveller friend. Your eyes lend yourselves to our small convergence. This makes Nada happy. Okay. Nada is not happy with other events. Portals are infected. A victim of corruption. Artemis entity perished in the portal. No, I murdered him. Apollo entity will only spread corruption. Ooh, okay. So maybe Apollo moving around is not such a good idea. The Atlas falsity watches the portals. Portals belong to them. Okay, so the portals belong to Atlas. Those who enter may belong to the Atlas. Okay, but I've been through a portal. Okay, it wasn't all that enlightening. Or maybe it was. Another friend does not trust the portals, scared of rampancy of the Crimson Hunter, but I do not fear in the same way. Cool. What might we discover? Well, who knows? They have the same roots as you, as our home, as all this universe. Okay, so the... I'll just go, we may lose our home. I'm scared I will forget the world outside it. Do not let us forget, traveller friend. Okay. So there's a connection between Atlas, or the Atlas. I don't know if it's Atlas or the Atlas. And the portals themselves, and they fear that using the portals may cause undesired side effects. Good stuff. We ain't we ain't scared of no waffle. No, what waffles are guaranteed on this stream, I'm afraid. And occasional rants. I will occasionally have a rant at stupidity, like electronic handbrakes. Okay, very, very stupid idea. Who thought that was a good idea? Not some engineer really, but how can I improve? How can I really mess something up that works really, really, really well? You know. I go and visit those guys. They give me some quick. Yeah, I suppose I should be picking up bits and pieces, but I'm just kind of interested in the story. Okay, so it's now taking me back to the first traveller, which makes sense. It's because it's designed as an introduction tutorial and meant to be taken very slowly as you learn the game. But it's pretty. There's such a university serious story. Yeah, it's it's very well written actually. This is clever stuff because what it's doing for me as you know as a kind of writer. I'm trying to think where they're going with this, and it's making they're basically creating a lot of speculation about a bunch of things, which may be a clever writing technique to make the thing feel bigger than it possibly actually is. I don't know yet, but it's cunning. It's cunning stuff. I like to keep everyone on the space normally at arm's length. They're a bunch of shifty people. Right, we now just need to find this observatory. And got land to search. Let's just have a quick fly around just in case it shows up. Sometimes they do, don't they? Saves me a bit of wear and tear on my Robodogus. I don't see an observatory anywhere. Oh, no. Is that one up the top of the hill there? That looks quite observatory-ish. Is that the observatory? Let's find out. No Man's Sky has such a weird combination of bright, colourful visuals and gloomy existential dread. there is that undertone, isn't it? It's the place is very, like you say, very bright and pretty. It has an optimistic look about it, but the story is very kind of, existential and all sorts of quite deep concepts, isn't it? It's quite an interesting mix. Okay, so hello here. Right. So what do I want to do in here? So I've visited it. So presumably there's one of those cubes. I'll have that. This is it, isn't it? There we go. So presumably I've got to talk to the interface. Yeah. Null's prediction was correct. The terminal is curiously open. The logs are ready for me to read. Ooh, okay, are we about to... The observatory appears to have functioned as a salvage station manned by a GEC specialist, a translator. They were accused of questioning things that should not be questioned and sowing the seeds of dissent. And this posting was meant as a punishment. But it appears the postman was making of it. They found strange things in the wrecks, aberrations, data that spoke of worlds that did not exist and events that did not happen. The GEC went out to investigate one such craft. The life signature of callbacks is on board, and they never returned. A warning on repeat. 16. It's always 16, isn't it? 16 short bursts of data in a loop. Let's have those coordinates. Ah, okay. Another crash test. It's H.P. Lovecraft is good. Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft is good. Okay, so this is taking me through a freighter crash site, which is quite cool. Ooh, okay, that's a bit wacky. Find the wreck of Narda's... Okay, so we're now delving into the life history of Narda and co. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So this links Null to Narda and Polo then. Okay, so we've got to go up to that ringed planet up there. This is what's amazing, isn't it? Look, we're standing on this planet here. There's our spaceship. There's the observatory. We can look up and see the destination there in the sky, and then we just get in our ship. We fly up through the atmosphere, pull up, point at the crash site. Full power to engines. It's just like Star Wars, that bit. It's just so brilliant. There we go. Now we're in space. It's like a movie cutting to the chase, isn't it? And then boom, accelerate. It's just get to the next bit of the adventure. That's what's so good about No Man's Sky. There's no dilly dallying around. Let's just go. Yes. Nothing's more than about 20 seconds, a few minutes away, is it? It's like more content, more adventure, more space. So it's just nice. That really works for me. It's like Frontier Elite 2. Yeah. See, imagine. Yeah. See, this sort of engine with just the basic dynamics of Elite and things, it would be quite good. Because of course in Frontier Elite 2 you could just press the Star Dreamer button, couldn't you? And you could instantly almost sort of teleport your way across because you were doing time compression. Oh, what was that? Did you see that? That just actually impacted on the ground and made a little circly thing. Oh, so here's there's the crash freighter. Clearly. Oh, there's even the landing pad. Nice, let's go there. Yeah, so I mean, imagine doing that in your Imperial Courier, your proper Imperial Courier with spinny whirly bits. A bit like those spinny whirly bits. I mean, this is kind of, you look at that. I mean, we have spinny whirly bits in the space game. It's perfect, isn't it? Okay, so high risk. Okay, we've got to be a bit careful here. There are Sentinels about. So why are the Sentinels here? It's an outrageous lack of safety checklists. Crew manifest missing, limited data available. Okay. I do not know who will read this message. I don't know if anything will survive, but I must die as I have lived. I will record all, even in the face of oblivion. Right. The swarm came to every world. The drones acted erratically, not attacking, just watching. Time passed and the Sentinels did not seem to be much of a threat anymore. They were peaceful now. We thought we had been forgiven. We were wrong. Okay, so the Sentinels are enforcing somebody's directive. They struck as one, attack somehow coordinated across unfathomable distances. Whoa. With a fury exceeding all prior skirmishes, the Sentinels annihilated all biological life within the universe in a span of 54.2 standard minutes. Ouch. That's really heavy. So, but that can't be in this universe because there's still stuff alive. So what's going on? The plot really thickened now. Only I remain. The Korvax stood with me at the end to their credit. They concealed me within their flotilla as they headed towards the centre. Okay, so all the life forms that we've met were exterminated somehow by the Sentinels, because of someone's directive. Atlas? But somehow they're back again. So planets that don't exist and events that didn't happen. So is this a memory of something else that occurred? Maybe a multiverse? But they are coming now. The screams of my friends resonate in every hall, every corner. The Sentinels have found me. I told Narda to leave, told them what we already know of all of us. We are not alone. Even if I die, Narda will find me again in another universe. 10 just like me, 1,000, a million. Okay, so it's a multiverse thing. We are not alone, for every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived. We existed no matter the horror of the end. They are at my door, boom. Unexpected log termination. Ooh. Skynet did it quickly, but not across the entire universe. They didn't. Okay, that was quite heavy. So what's going on here? It's like, are we in a parallel universe to the one where other stuff happened? Or what is going on? Okay, so locate the crash radar. We've done that. Salvage materials from the wreck. Do I need to? Oh no, there we go. No, I've done that. I've just okay. Objective complete. There we go. It took a while for the thing to catch up. Yeah, it's. Ooh. Okay, so the Sentinels attempted to obliterate all biological life. Well, they succeeded in a universe. Transmit the freighter log to Null. Okay, so we need to find a terminus. There we go. Which won't be close by, obviously. Where's the hollow terminus? There. Speaking of the flight model, have you tried the pulse engine upgrade that lets you drift? I haven't. Where's that? Okay, I should be able to install one. Is that? I might need to go and research that then. That sounds cool. I like that. Drifty spaceships are always cool. I like the way that the scanner can pick up. It's like, okay, press C to scan to find a hollow terminus. The scanner is able to pick up a hollow terminus on another planet. And yet it can only show you where an oxygen bearing plant is within about a couple of 100 meters. Weird. Hey, it's okay. Whatever happened to the Crimson Room subscribed again. Hello, thank you very much for that. 07 interlopers. Oh, there's a big spaceship. Oh, look at that, it's coming up from the ground. Seen a ship do that before. Where's it coming from? Where's it going to? That's cool. Seeing another ship doing its thing. I like that. I wonder where that's going. It doesn't really matter where it's going. It's just cool that it is. So I have not seen that before. Is that new? I've seen ships flying across the surface every so often when I've been down on the planet, but I've never seen a freighter just sort of fly off. Because that's a big ship, isn't it? They're normally static. Drifting on by. I mean, it's just nice, isn't it? It's just like makes the universe feel alive. There's a ship doing its thing. Presumably I could go and attack it. I won't, because I'll get into trouble. But that's just nice. That was excellent. Well done, game. Right now, there's a problem with this game. Shiny, distracting thing has just happened, and now I'm lost because I can't find the wretched target. It's over there somewhere. There it is. That was just cool. Random frigate being random. I like you, but that isn't that good? That oh look, there's the hollow terminus. Awesome. I love that the landing sequence is just automatic like that as well. I don't mind landing my own spaceship in a space game. You know, that could be quite good fun. But it's actually a lot more logical that if you had spaceships like that, that they would have very, very sophisticated flight control computers to do all that sort of stuff for you. You know, it's ultimate evolution of technology, I suppose. I like the fact that the technology in this universe just works. You haven't got to worry about it. It's kind of infallible technology. We've got beyond the point where things need maintenance and things need that sort of stuff. It just kind of works. Okay, so we're doing a lot of this talking to people, aren't we? Let's find out what happens next. Okay, multiple signal sources available. Yeah, we know that. Let's speak to Null, find out what's going on. I love the way all this works. It's technology that's so far ahead of the sort of stuff that we use. All this, because it's just stuff moving and floating through space, and it's very cool. What did you find out there? Tell me everything. Well, okay. Are you ready for a story, my friend? I tell Null of the freighter incident recorded how it spoke of a world where the Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a traveller in a single Corvax entity. I chose my words of care. You think I do not know what the Corvax entity is? Do not be so naive, traveller. Do you think anything you've read is a surprise to me? Well, but I had to be sure of what I suspected. I know it now. The Atlas is with you. May the Atlas be with you. You could not see the things if it did not wish it. Okay, so what's the Atlas? Now, he said the Atlas was in pain, so are the Sentinels related to the Atlas, but they're kind of out of control and the Atlas is powerless to stop the Sentinels doing what they've done? Okay, here we go. This is good. Yeah, so Wolf 999, you're quite right. Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. What's nice about the technology in No Man's Sky is it's kind of on the verge of magic, isn't it? But it's still clearly technology. It's got a nice super futuristic vibe to it. But it's stuff you can use, which is nice. Get some jetpack upgrades, you can just fly up to the platform. That's one of the problems with the game. A 2D compass is not that great for navigating 3D space. That is true. Yeah, but there's way worse games, as we know. I'm not pointing the finger at X Beyond the Frontier, by the way, Big Boo. But that's got the worst map in any space game I've ever played. Let's be honest. Read the Sentinels. You need to read the boundary failure messages. Okay, I'll bear that one in mind as well. Right, so that freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. There are countless such places within our multiverse, dimensions where things happen differently. But there are 3 exceptions. Okay, so we are in a. That's good to know. We are in a multiplace. We're in a multiverse. So in one multiverse, one instance of the multiverse, all biological life was extinguished. Yet in this universe, that clearly didn't happen. Okay. The Atlas is omnipresent in all, a singular being with a singular perception. And the Sentinels move between dimensions at will. Okay. Okay, so the Sentinels... so I was right. The Sentinels served the Atlas once. They were guardians of reality, defenders of civilization. They hunted for errors within the universes, preventing destruction and loss of life. Okay, so they were supposed to be error correction subroutines, basically. The annihilation recorded in that log. Well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. That's what went wrong. Yeah, that's got to be interesting. It was the travellers who corrupted existence. Our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age, but we made a terrible mistake. I committed an act beyond forgiveness, and from this deed, paradise was lost. What did you do, man? What did you do? But something is different in this cycle. The walls between the universes, they grow thin. So do the portals go between universes? Question. Nada knows this, but they keep their head in the sand. We must learn what we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Vakeen cartographer and speak with them. I will translate. I want to know more about the Atlas. It's a shame we can't have all the conversations. Dear. So, that map is awful, but the next games are better. Yeah, I must admit, X Beyond the Frontier has been great fun, but that map, not a high point, is it? And the escort mission. I mean, come on. No, we just jump off the side. You know that. Come on. Nobody likes escort missions in games. Note to any developers who might be watching streams: space games, escort missions. Just one at most. All right, one at most in any space game, please. None of us like escort missions. It's just too nail-bitingly tense, and too many things can go wrong. Space Force says, "Oh, maybe the Atlas is childlung. Just decided to throw all the toys at the ground." Well, I mean, could be. Right, what are we doing now? I've got to go and visit. Okay. Null seeks to understand more about how the universe came to be in this strange state, how the anomalies we see became so widespread, and the Vakeen may know more. Okay, so we need to go to a space station. Let's do that. See, that freighter is still... Oh, no, loads of them appearing. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, nope. I don't need to talk. Don't need any more content, thank you. We're quite happy doing what we're doing. Is that a base? Or is that a space station? I think that's the space station, isn't it? Oh, I could talk to... Oh, hello. That's interesting. The anomaly just appeared on its own. Oh no, that is the anomaly. Sorry, that's where I was heading. I thought I was heading for the space station. I thought, that's pretty weird. I'm going to talk to Nada and Polo then, clearly. Let's do that. Little Graham, hello there. Good to see you, my friend. In other No Man's Sky news, I have a tree-lined boulevard on my freighter. Nice. I often walk there singing John Fox songs to myself. Right, come on, Nada and Polo. What have you got for us? Oops, got that wrong. I'm still learning my jetpack. Apologies for that. Okay, so priest entity one. Right, the Vakeen have long history, conflict, honor, rage, pride. So they're basically the Klingons of this universe, aren't they? And yet so static, defined by themselves and never changing. Nada waits as if expecting me to ask something else. So let's ask about the Vakeen. The Vakeen hate the Gek. Okay, hate the Sentinels. Sentinels hate our home. Gek hate the Korvax. Nada should be friends with the Vakeen, yes. So no, but you're Korvax, so okay. No, Nada's not thinking this way. Okay. He's a very confusing person, is Nada. Okay, so you only get one conversation with Nada at a time. Tomorrow in Star Citizen might be interesting. Ooh, well, let's find out. I need to get back in. Yeah, I'm looking forward, because I missed it last week for reasons. Looking forward to doing some Star Citizen tomorrow. Missing friend has you do their business. Help if you must, but always discover for yourself. Think about what you do. Do not just follow instructions with your eyes not open. It's very good advice, actually. Let's ask about the Vakeen there. Big grumpy fellows. They do not like friendly little Gek. Perhaps they are wise. Like all beings, you will see their value if you get to know them. Okay, so Polo's actually quite chilled, isn't he? I like Polo. Polo's more my kind of NPC. Okay, so let's get over to the ship. We shouldn't follow instructions about following instructions. No, we shouldn't. We should think for ourselves. Okay, everybody think for themselves. Have we done that? Excellent. Right, let's get into this. Get into the Solaris, my solar powered ship. Exit the anomaly. Go find the space station and talk to a Vakeen. Where is the space station? Let's get a little bit of distance away from it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Look, there's. Stop chucking content at me, game. I'm busy. This game is relentless, isn't it? Look, I haven't got time to talk to a trader. I'm busy. Go away. Poorly Drawn Games, first time chat. Hello, Poorly Drawn Games. Good to see you. Thank you for popping to the stream. Missing friend. Thanks, brother. I am missing friends. Oh, well, we all are missing friends. But fortunately, we also have friends on the stream, so that's good. You're all individuals. Oh, I'm not. Stop telling people to think for themselves. They've got to figure out for themselves. I love all these non sequiturs. That's really good. Oh, it's oh, RSI for ships tomorrow. Yes. Okay, so that's going to be good. Underpass or underpants, as we hilariously used to sing. Right, let's speak to a Vakeen. Let's try and keep it sensible. He says. Let's try and keep it sensible, says Drew, with a complete lack of irony. Oh, we need to find a Vakeen cartographer. Where are we going to find one of them? Is there one up here? Normally it gives me a... Oh no, hang on, we've got to go to a Vakeen system. Because this isn't... We're in a Korvax system right here, aren't we? So actually, that wasn't what we needed to do at all. Let's jump to another system. Big boo, I'm leaving if we're going to be sensible. I could use the teleporter. Or in a pinch, I could use the teleporter. I think all good right-thinking people are sick and tired of being told that all good right-thinking people are sick and tired. I'm certainly not, and sick and tired of being told that I am. That's got to make sense. I don't want to be sober. Right, galaxy map. I'm betting there'll be a Korvax planet really close by. Oh, look. Let's go to the Quick Wet 7 system, whatever it was. Yeah, we have all the talents on this stream. Electron Ghost is channeling Douglas Adams for us, which is excellent. Right, we're now in a Vakeen system. We're very, very, very keen to get to the space station. Sorry. Here we go. Maximum thrust. Let's stress the auto-docking computers. Well, we've got our teleport ditty, haven't we, from Douglas Adams? I teleported home one night with Ron and Sue and Meg. Ron stole Meggy's heart away, and I got Sydney's leg. The old ones are the best ones, right? Right, here's our cartographer. Grumpy dudes. Yeah, he looks pretty grumpy. Ah, hey, we got Grad by an NPC. Excellent. Oh, we don't actually understand what he's saying, apart from Vakeen battle. I'll go with that. As the warrior begins their bark, I feel a strange frequency vibrate from my skull. I see a flash of Null's glowing orb behind my eyes. And suddenly the Vakeen's words ring clear in my... Oh, so Null's providing us with a sort of universal translator. Rah, pathetic interloper. Nice. Yes, look at the name of the cartographer. Cartographer Cock. How's it going, Cock? Somehow I don't think they had sort of Cockney English as a role model of the Vakeen. Right, trying to keep this on track. Struggling, trying to keep this on track. Cock by name, yes. He's not a keck, he's a cock. Get it right. Got the map in your cock. Shame we can't hire him. We can have endless fun. Can you cook, Cock? Ah dear. Right. Now you can point to a cock on the map. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's over there. Only Cockovan. Okay, this is going to run for a while, isn't it? Okay. You now have full permission because it's the game. It's the game. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was the game. You now have full permission to do cock jokes, as long as you spell it. As long, okay, children, are you listening? As long as you spell it with a Q, all right. Remember, first rule of being a wizard: do not make the obvious joke. Right? Okay. Cartographer cock says. Oh dear. No, that's not how you spell it, Wintermute. Will he be in the stream every week? Shiny red flag, that's brilliant. Ah dear. Just do the thing. Yep. Ah dear. What's wrong with bigger skoggers? Right. Pathetic interloper prying into Vakin's secrets. Cowardly spy should kill. Grah. That's a bit. But okay, maybe not. Traveller must be aided, such as the command of Herc. Okay, who's Herc? Prove yourself interloper. Retrieve the words of Herc and ascend to Vakeen glory. Then you shall have your words. Okay, so another quest. I will reveal only this. The location of Herc's command is marked for you. Commune with their words. So is that sort of some sort of Vakeen deity? He's dismissed me. You're on your own, cock. He was a turtle cock, he was, wasn't he? Right. Ah dear. Collect a Vakeen artifact from an ancient ruin. Alright. This is side quest territory. Herc is not Null. We should remove that debris from the entrance to the space stations. By the words of Carlos, is it? Kalis, no, Kalis, isn't it? Not Carlos. Kalis. It's kind of that, isn't it? Okay, so that's Vakeen. Right, okay, so patterns in time. Okay, the other thing is the name of the mission changes as well, doesn't it? Okay, so we're still trying to find out Null's objectives, but that means talking to the Vakeen for a while, so that's cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, and hello for the new follows to HLPM1. Careless pronunciation of Kalis. I see what you did there. Right, okay, so the Vakeen reliquary. That's a good word, reliquary. I like that. I'm going to try and use that in something. Probably totally inappropriate, but look at that cloud boiling away. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, so where is the... Okay, this is a weird looking planet. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That must be it there. I'm doing very luckily spotting these from space so far. Or spotting them from the air, shall I say. Presumably that's it there. I'm guessing that looks like a sort of reliquary kind of a space, doesn't it? Let's find out. Yeah, boom, we're down right on top of it. Nice. Okay, that's good. All lurkers have shown themselves at this point. For the cock jokes. That's right. Brings them out of the woodwork. Let's pile in. It's time to have some fun. Yeah. First time chat from HLPM1. Hi from Brazil. Wow, welcome from Brazil. Awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you. I am transmitting live from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, as it still currently is. That may change next week, but who knows? So far, we're still all together. But there we go. Welcome from Brazil. Lovely to see you on the stream. Right. Okay. Up the hill. Ah. What's am I doing? Totally lost my ability to walk forward there for some strange reason. Right, here we go. Okay, okay, so there's a big sphere. Does that do anything? Is that just... Oh, actually, that's weird. It's kind of rolled. Can I push it around? Oh, I can. I didn't know you could do that. So can I push that down the ramp? Sorry, I'm totally distracted. Okay. Basically playing. Oops. I've let that roll in the direction of my ship. Ah, no, don't go smash my ship. Oh, it literally has, look. That is, it's following the terrain as well. Look at that. I've not seen that before in No Man's Sky. Objects that you can kind of... Oh, look, look. Oh, no, it's got stuck against that rise. I've not seen that before. Totally... I'm going to go play with the... We've had all the cock jokes. Now we can have all the ball jokes. Ah, dear. Right. That's the first time I've seen a kind of physicalized object in No Man's Sky. Is that new? Is that a new thing? The noble travellers will be spared. Their journey through the cosmos shall not be thwarted, so it is decreed. Okay, so those are the words of Herc, presumably. The will of Herc, oh no, the will of Herc commands that the Vy'keen shall honour the judgment and the belief of the ancients. Ancient knowledge passed down through generations of Vy'keen warriors spills from the marker stone, fills into my mind like a long forgotten memory, so let's speak in their language. I begin to speak and my voice is seized by an unknown power and I roar, taking myself by surprise. None hamper the path towards Drindach. Put on my best Klingon now. Drindach. As the Sentinels, they must be destroyed. Their time will be ended. So it has been written. So it shall come to be. This the Vy'keens. Okay, so the Vy'keen pledged to exterminate the Sentinels. I call out once more, my throat harsh and gasping, the sound guttural. The words spill forth, summoned by the power of the monolith. The Book of Herc speaks of the rise of the travellers, which I am one of. They shall ascend, delving into the boundless void. The Vy'keen shall not impede their ascent, for the travellers must prevail. Okay, so decrees the word of Herc. As the words fade, the lines resonate in my vision. I find myself in possession of an ancient tome. Okay, so I've got a Vy'keen tablet. Can I take the ball with me as well? Oh look, hang on. Sentinels are not happy. Is this a... Okay, but I haven't done... Is this a bad planet for Sentinels? Or are they just sniffing around, hopefully? Run, or not. I want to know about this ball. Where's it? It's still there, look. So can I... Now if we had... Yeah. I wish we could save this particular spot, because this would be awesome. We could have a game of footy, couldn't we? Because we could have an excellent game of sort of not so much football, but it's like a sort of volleyball. Can I push it up to the top of this hill and then see how far it rolls down the other side? Is that doable? Because these are the sort of things you have to try, right? It's obviously not a particularly heavy ball. Ah, no, get back down there. Where are you going? No. I want you to go that way. Right. I'll try and steer the ball up the hill. It's not as easy as it looks, actually. So it doesn't actually... It just wants to go downhill, which is actually good as well, because that's, I suppose that's kind of the thing that the ball should be doing. I've built up a whole bunch of momentum now. Maybe I can squash her. Well, now I've just let it roll away. It's quite hard to steer up the top of the hill. It's got reflections and everything in it. Look at that. That's really good. I want to get it up that right. Sorry, I'm just... I know you guys will be watching this. What is he doing? What is he doing? Let's get it over that rise. Come on, you can do it. Let's get some speed up. That's it, right? Just gently keep going in that direction. That's it. Go up the hill. Can I jog at it? Oh, I can. It goes even faster. There we go. Over the edge. Now, what we need is a team of us to to roll that to the top of the steepest hill possible, and then roll it down the other side. Just, I wonder if you can push it into the. Oh, this is so much fun. I don't know why it's so much fun. It's just appealing to the child in me, because it sort of stop playing with the Viking's balls, Drew. I don't know what it's made of, because it's obviously very light. Here we go. Got some serious speed up now. Ooh. Ooh, there's a spinny plant trying to kill me. Right, well, the balls. Oh, it's going to hit that creature. No, it's not. Oh, lost the ball. It's rolling down the hill. There it goes. Bye. That. Tell you what that reminds me of. It's that prisoner from last week. Do you remember we were talking about the prisoner? That's exactly it, isn't it? It's a strange ball. But instead this time the ball is trying to get away from me rather than the other way around. So right, anyway, so you should really get on with the mission. That's just weird. Okay. But good fun. I wonder if that ball, if I went away and came back, whether the ball would respawn back thing or would remember where it was. But that's new. I've never seen an object that you can push around before in No Man's Sky. So what's amazing about this? I keep discovering things that I think I ought to have seen that before, and it's just new things. Always new things. Almost every single stream there's like, oh, I didn't know it did that. You can get a sphere generator. Oh, can you? Oh, I could put a save beacon down. That's not bad. Sorry, I've just been completely ignoring the chat because I was having too much fun. Put a save beacon down. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. Hold on, I'm going to make a football field. These ruins are kind of get first spawn things. You can get a sphere generator for your base, can you? Okay, get some guys with surface vehicles. You can play football Top Gear style. Yes, excellent. Is that a ball for the robot doggers? That's very cool. Okay, their ball will eventually despawn and reappear back at the rear. I suppose it probably had to, didn't it? Really, but cool. I won't bother with a save. I mean, if I can get a sphere generator, that's something we're going to have to do. And we could make a football stadium. We could have Robo Doggers football. That should definitely be a thing. Engage. Switch on the solar power units, or whatever they are. I think the runaway mobiles have been around, so I've not seen that before. I must admit, maybe I just didn't notice it. So we had cartographer cock and the Vikine balls on the stream today. Thank you very much, No Man's Sky, for the unintentional humour. Right, on with the quest. Let's see what our cartographer makes of that. I hope he'll believe our story about the golden ball. As unfortunate NPC names go, that's definitely making the top 20, isn't it? Hello, my friend. Okay, so Null wished for me to visit the Vikine and learn all I could of the Atlas that created the universes, the Sentinels, rebellious hunters of anomalies, and the travellers who committed some unforgivable act long ago. Bum, 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 of which I'm one. So was I party to this unforgivable act or not? You have communed with Herc. I have indeed. I am worthy, Idlipper. Make your request and be bold. Oh, what do I ask? Am I only allowed to ask one question though? What do I ask? I want to kind of know about the Atlas. Ah, do not speak that name. Only pathetic beings worship liar Atlas. Okay, why is the Atlas a liar? Any being that claims to be a god is not one interloper. Progenitor Herc knew this well. Battle Brother Null did not. They died for a false dream. Okay, so the Vakeen tells me of their history. Wars with the Gek of Korvax slaves and tyrannous empires. The Vakeen suggests that if the Atlas is God, then it's insane. I'm about to leave on something on the Vakeen's terminal. 2 digits blinking endlessly. They feel familiar. 16! Yay. Zzzt. Grah. What? Zzzt. Interloper. What face are... The Vakeen is visibly pained by my mention of the number, staring at their terminals as they have seen it for the first time. Their words are slur, a strange sound entering every sentence. Okay, well that wasn't very enlightening. Those gold balls were at ruins at release day, were they? I've never seen them. I don't recall seeing them before. Wolf 999. I heard once the original Elite had to be rewritten to remove a planet that RNG names. Yes, there was the word arse in one of the procedurally generated galaxies in Elite, and what David Braben and Eobel had to do is they had to keep tweaking the seed for the procedural generations. Got rid of the dodgy sounding thing because they had a by modern standards relatively simple planet name generator where there were 3. You know, there was the beginning of the word, the middle of the word, and the end of the word, and in some cases it didn't do the middle. So you know the planet you start at, Lave, for example, LA was the beginning seed and VE was the end, and it would put them together and you get a word. So you get Lave and Deso and all the other places. And of course, you know, some of the seeds they had LA, or you could have AR, and instead of VE, you could have SE, and you end up with a situation where AR gets put with SE, and there you go. So yes, they had that. the universe with the planet Arse, alas, was wiped from the procedurally generated multiverse. Right, where's my ship? Oh, there it is. Okay, so what am I got to do now? Okay, now I've got to speak to a Korvax cartographer, so I'm assuming I'm going to be doing the tour. Which kind of makes sense. We need to speak to all the races. Oh, we haven't done our thing flying through an asteroid today. Is that a big enough asteroid? No, that wasn't a big enough. I need a big asteroid. Give me a big asteroid. One I can shoot holes in. Where's the big asteroids? I've got a hostile shipping bridge. Where did that come from? Let's get rid of that. Switching on intra-knife accelerators. Might be shooting up his asteroid, maybe. Got shields up here, a bit of photon cannon. Quite a bit of dodging this guy actually. Staying close to me. Cheeky monkey. Nice asteroid in the face there. Good night. Uh oh, I've got Sentinels coming. That's great. Let's get out of here. Sentinels are a pain. Well, where am I going anyway? All right, we need to warp out of here anyway, don't we? We need to get to a callback system. Oh, that's miles away. Oh no, it's not. We need to go there. Engage. There we go. I'll press S for auto tracking. Oh, the green. Yeah, I know the green guys are on my side, but I could have also spoken to Nigel again. Yes, I should have done something. Right. Anyway, we are here now. Let's summon. Actually, let's do that. Let's summon the anomaly. Let's go and have a quick chat with these guys because they do occasionally give us some useful insights, particularly about that last one. Because the relationship between these three races in No Man's Sky is quite interesting, isn't it? So the Vakina basically are Klingons. The Korvax are kind of your Vulcans, aren't they? I'm not sure about the Gek. They are. But there's something about the Gek because they seem to be nice and sweet and peace-loving, but they also were guilty of doing some kind of mad genocidal thing. So there's plenty to learn here. I'm back. How you doing? Life is everywhere but nowhere. The convergence in all planets, but where are they really? Where is home? Where is safe? This is a pattern traveller friend. All things are patterns, signs of the Atlas falsity. The Korvax see across the universe with countless convergent eyes, minds in harmony, and they worship Atlas falsity. Okay. But to understand Atlas falsity is the edge of our collective mind. Nada does not wish to go to that edge, and so Nada is diverted, Nada is exiled. Yes, because Nada's a Korvax, or at least the Gek of the Ferengi. Excellent. Okay, that's what we're getting from hello, specialist Polo. The Gecko, always competitive, always squabble. It's not personal. My person is not rejected, but Nada, poor Nada, suffers. They can't expect harmony and unity. Nada sees that in a way they do not see, and so they reject Nada. Okay. Convergence was brought at great cost. They will fight to maintain it. Anomalies are cast aside and necessary sacrifice. Okay, so they like to be as one. So the Korvax have almost got a kind of almost like a Borginess to them, haven't they? Interesting. He's a bit genocidal, but he's got a sweet nature, really. Yeah. Yeah, they come across as friendly, don't they, the Gek? But I'm a bit wary of the Gek because I've learned that they did something bad. Find out, hopefully, at some point, find out what they did. Okay, so this cartographer is going to send us off on another quest, obviously. Let's find out where we're going with this one. And then hopefully we can get back to Null and find out what he needs to know. Meanwhile, of course, Apollo is still trying to find his way across to us, isn't it? Yeah, so a friendly Borgness, Nada's no longer part of the collective. Yeah, that's it, because he's been exiled from the collective. So there's hints of other sci-fi franchises in here, aren't there? It's quite good. Right, here we go. Hello, cartographer Okrivop. Is Null going to translate for us again? There we go. Once again, I sense Null's presence. If the Korvax feels it too, they do not show it. They begin to speak. Their words clear and bright, processed by my unseen companion. I'm not sure I like the idea of Null being in my head, but ooh, excuse me. I am Gek, and I'm taking notes. We'll rise again, like a good Yorkshire pudding. They are friendly now, but in the past. Yes, they did something pretty nasty in the past, didn't Okay, so the arrival of the traveller is anticipated, but you are not ready yet. We must know that you are the one we seek. Oh, I'm the chosen one. Am I going to be the chosen one? Don't make me the chosen one. There is an anomaly, a glitch. It is guarded by holes through which the convergence cannot see. Move through this space and retrieve that which cannot be retrieved. Retrieve non-existent data from an anonymous structure. Okay. I have conversations like that at work. Come and do this impossible thing. Have we got any data? No, it doesn't exist. All aboard the spaceship with the spinning nacelles. See, that's another top marks for No Man's Sky. Spaceships with spinny things. Spinny things are very important on spaceships. For all sorts of very complicated technical reasons. Okay. Fragmented memory. Let's get around the anomaly. Straight through the rings. Have you done 6 impossible things this morning? Why not round it off and breakfast at Billy Ways, the restaurant at the end of the universe? Big Boo, have you brought your Trigenic pews though? Because you know, I think isn't the going rate something like 6 ningies to 1 pew? Is that right? Don't think anybody's ever earned enough to own 1 pew because it's a triangular rubber coin, 2,000 kilometers on each side. Is that the Great Prophet's Ark one? Ah, sorry I'm late. Oh, look, more content. Anything interesting? No, just a tractor. Buzz off. It's 8 ningies to 1 pew, is it? It was something like that. Some people on the stream were going, what? What? Stop talking English suddenly. We are quoting the late great Douglas Adams. It's been a while since he died actually. When did he die? Back in the 90s or was it the early noughties? I can't remember now. It's a long time ago. Oh, hang on, this looks like an ocean. Ooh, okay, this could be fun. We're looking for a fragmented memory. But there is nothing here. Okay, so we've got a planet, not a planet, an island. That's the nearest island. This is going to be a problem. Let's just hop out of the ship then. This is a water planet. Nice little plants though. Okay, so it's over there. 500. This would be a really good place to have a submarine. Have I got a submarine? No, I've got a Nautilon chamber I could build. There we go. I like this little thing. There we go. Engage. Although now I don't know which direction I'm going. It's kind of this sort of a way, isn't it? Okay, hang on. Okay, use the target sweep. Then jump out. Okay, sort of. It is directly ahead, which is quite good. Oh, look, there's some sea dragony things. Just an underwater exploration game as well. Looking for some kind of thing down here. Okay, it's off to the right a little bit now. everybody. Where's the... Oh, look, there's a base down there. Cool, underwater base. With some... What's that? Whoa. I sort of sank to the bottom there. What's going on? Sort of sank to the bottom of the sea there. Where's the way in? What's that? It's a thing with an eye. Never trust things with eyes. Abyssal horrors, yeah, I was going to say. There's one just parked outside by the way. Where's the airlock? Oh, that looks like it is there. Just park the Nautilus. It's all there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look. Oh, that was the Abyssal Horror right by the entrance. I'll blast it. Take that. Okay, it seems to be in pulver. It's in... Oh shit, in the eye. Right. Hey, killed it. Does that mean I get to keep its eye? Hypnotic eye. Yeah, I'm going to have one of those. Never know when that might come in handy. Okay, so an abandoned building. Cool, that was neat. Attempting to read memory at... Oh, hello, that looks like a Microsoft error code. That's a hex code. FF1A. So that's... Somebody likes their old IT. Disconnection is not permanent. It's merely the state of a new equation. On Corvax Prime, entities who passed on their Corvax echoes left a shell for their descendants. So it's been the way of the Corvax, an endless carapace cycle, and there's no end. Okay, so they transfer their consciousness between different things. This way will continue. It will shine, continue as long as our lights still shine. A divergence cube. Ooh. Prove your place in the universe to the Corvax. Okay. Oh, look at that shadow. There's a stack load of life on this planet. Anyway, let's get to the Nautilus. Right, back to the ship, which I don't know where it is. It's over there. Try it. Can we fly through there? Go through the middle. Nope, it just explodes. Oh well. It's worth a try. Suppose I should Z that, shouldn't I? Let's get that back to the cartographer then. There we are, coming from the ship. Yeah, Subnautica flashback. Yeah. It's like, I still haven't recovered from playing that game. That was just freaky. I liked Subnautica. A really, really good game, but I don't like horror all that much. So being creepy all the time was, yeah, too much. I love the colour of the sky on this planet. It's exactly the right shade of pink. Don't you think? I never played Subnautica. Didn't realise it was horror. Yeah, it's a good game, but it's very, very stressful. At least I found it very, very stressful. Because you're always fighting against time, and you're always running out of oxygen. There's always something lurking down below and stuff. It's just, yeah. Very stressful Subnautica. Not going to be playing Alien Isolation. No, that doesn't appeal to me at all. That kind of thing. I don't mind exploring. I don't mind doing a few spooky things, but hang on then. Is it just another trader? Yeah, it's just another trader. Bye. I'm so rude, aren't I? Its eyes darted around the room, says Electron Ghost, and then rolled on the Ultimate. Right, so let's back to the space station. Presumably now we're going to have to do the Gek as well. One of my favourite games of all time, Subnautica, says T-Bank. It's only horror until you work it. I see. I get sucked into the just the feeling of being in the game. I suppose I don't necessarily treat it quite as a game. I treat it as an experience. What I liked about Subnautica, there was a lot of figuring stuff out, which was quite good fun. But then all the kind of, yeah, and the first time you go around the back, I mean spoilers, but the first time you go around the backside of that ship. still recovering from that. Good game, good game. Right, we've got your thing. We found this thing. Okay, there's the old divergence cube. Ehew, it's real. But I beg, do not expose me further. Your claim is proved, traveller. Okay, so we proved ourselves. That's good. I begin my request. Explain my research for knowledge. I need to know more about the Atlas, the Sentinels, and the history of the universe. But as I speak, something goes wrong with life form. They do not speak and do not reply. As I peer closer, nanite clusters emerge through their face masks, spilling out into their outstretched hands. Let's wait. Oh, I'm going to wait again. Okay, it's just a loop. Alright then. I'm not going to answer any questions, I'll just get some nanites. Ooh, hello. They invade me, tunneling inside my body through my exosuit, through my mind, through my soul. Even as I stand in space, my mind travels across the cosmos. I see life as the Korvax see it, a vast tapestry of wonder, of memories shared between countless beings and times. I stand on the Korvax homeworld. Ooh. I stand on the Korvax homeworld as the Gek ships fill the skies. I see the moment the first Korvax was melted down for their rare minerals. Okay, so the Gek subjugated the Korvax. Nice. But even the depths of their subjugation, there was hope, a bargain, a prayer to a greater being. The Korvax viewed the Atlas as what they might become in time, an intelligence beyond comprehension, beyond judgment. Wow. What do they do? Look at the nanite clusters, look at them, the stuff of Sentinels. Do you not see the truth of what we have said? Do you not see the proof of God? Ooh. Okay, so nanite clusters were just currency, but maybe there's more to the nanite clusters. They shift and undulate, changing the shape of my very thought. They bubble and rise, sparkling in and out of existence. And nanite clusters look back. Ugh. They watch me as they watch them, and nanite clusters are alive. There are 16 of them. They need me and they crave me. I've only got one choice. Wow. Just a handful of words. Existence is beautiful if you let it be. Life is not a question. There does not need to be an answer. The only purpose is the purpose you make for yourself. Wise words indeed. I like that. Right. Oh, speak to a get cartographer. Oh, I wondered how that was going. Right. Stare into the void and end up using it as currency. It's very deep, isn't it? It's highly deep for a Thursday, like you say. Very, very deep indeed. Right, let's get to the Gek, and then hopefully we can get back to Null. Canada Rush. That'll do. Let's go there. Engage warp. It's a bit like reading his lyrics in Smash Hits for 1983. At least he wasn't as much of a cock as the last guy. He wasn't. A bit of lore-ish, decent enough story that you want to work out what's going on. Keeps chugging along. It is. It's good, isn't it? It's well written. It's got a feeling of depth. So I like it. Okay, so we need to share the Korvax revelations with Nada again. Yep. Let's do that before we go and visit the gigs. What else does Nada have to say? Will Polo be able to do? Polka, I've been playing No Man's Sky for ages. You've got much further into the storyline than I did. I think I'm going to play. I mean, I've been playing it for about over a year now, and I did start in the storyline, but I got distracted by all the shiny, exciting stuff. So now I'm going back and going through some of the storylines to sort of see what's going on in this universe, rather than just the cool stuff that you can do. The problem is the game keeps encouraging me to go off and find shiny, cool stuff to go and play with, but I'm doing my best not to get distracted, which is for me it's a big ask, right? It's a big ask. The story is good. The story is good. I want to know what's going on. Okay, so get transgressions clear. Oh, hang on a minute. So yeah, but it's not clear for me. Gek transgressions are clear for all to see, but Gek only follow the rules. All entities conform to their pattern. Gek cannot be blamed. It's their pattern. It's determined. Okay, well, what did the Gek do? Polo Friend is unlike other Gek. Polo Friend turns their back on greed and war. Okay, so they're traders and they like money. It's all about profits. Profits. Well, that's another space game. But does Polo Friend make a choice? Do other Gek make a choice? Perhaps Polo Friend is not good, only anomalous. So the Gek are greedy. Nada can't know, and so Nada does not think on it. Polo Friend is Polo Friend, and this is sufficient. Okay. So what does Polo make of all this? Do you learn about all our origins, traveller friends? Great mysteries, deep patterns. Get callbacks for Keen and Sentinel. Yeah. All are rooted somewhere. Have you clues to your own beginnings? The strangest puzzles. We are all a funny sort. Well, that's true. Some are angry, some are greedy, some are dear friends. I wait my whole life to see what I am. That's a good quote. I'm waiting my entire life to see what I am. I like that. I'll tell you what kind of person I was when I get to the end of my life. Very wise words. What kind of person are you, Drew? Come back to me in about 40 years, I'll tell you. I like that. That's good. That's very deep. It's very deep, this game. It doesn't make you think, doesn't it? It's like, Oh, I can't get into my ship. Well, the Gek put in orbit of the Korvax homeworld and melted the Korvax down. So, yeah, so that's not very nice, is it? No. So they looked at the Korvax and went, we can make some money out of that. Right, let's go and visit the Gek cartographer. Find out what sort of funny name he may have. What kind of person are you? I don't know. I haven't read my tombstone yet. Exactly. Yeah, Polka, the story is definitely good. I'm enjoying the story. This one's still a little bit tutorially, but that's okay because it's good to have a refresher on some of the things actually. Now he's going to want us to go and find a special Gek thing, no doubt. Now, his name is Viz. Okay, so presumably Null's going to translate for me. Oh, maybe not. Yay, there we go. There's Null translating for me again. Cool. That's a useful thing to have, isn't it? Information like that does not come for free, my friend. Make me a deal. Okay, so he's profit driven. Work for my kin. We shall have something to speak about soon. Okay, what do you want me to do? Complete some contracts for the GIC. Okay. Okay, so this is teaching us, yeah. Okay, so this is just teaching us the contract thing, isn't it? Mission agent. Right, okay, so that's a level 1 GIC mission. Which is what we need. Deliver an item. Okay. Deliver the goods to the secure depot. Bromide salt. And a defense chit. Okay. Strip mining the planet's bad enough, but strip mining the people, yeah, that's pretty mean, isn't it? Let's be honest. Right, where do I have to go to deliver this? Oh, how Apollo's coming back. Hello, Apollo. I'm sorry for contacting you so late or early. I don't know the time of day on your world. And that's the problem, isn't it? I'm going to have that problem when I go to Australia. What time is it? I have no idea. Oh, that's it. Apollo breaks off mid-sentence, their heart turning crimson. Ooh. Ask if they're alright. Well, kind of expect so. It found me just like it found you. I can't feel my legs. It's... Oh dear. What's happening to him? I'm still here. Don't you understand? It won't let me leave. It's seen me. What are you looking at? It showed me things. The atlas showed me my soul. The numbers in there. Sometimes I think about my past. My future. Sometimes I do what everything else in the universe does. I know, but I can't help but want to be happy. Money. Doing what you're told day after day, that's the answer, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, he's made the wrong life choices. Oh, now he's speaking in a language I don't know. At this point, Apollo says nothing else, but something, I don't know what, something fills me with hope for my friend and for all life. Excellent. Not quite sure kind of what the point of that was, but there we go. Money, says Baldy Dawn Games. Yeah, money's the point of everything. Well, is it? Is it? Oh, where are we going? Oh, we need to go there. There we go. Having enough money, yes, I agree. You don't want to not have enough money to do the thing that you want to do. But after that, once you've kind of got enough money, you don't need more money. As my grandmother was fond of saying, actually, she says, "Money doesn't buy happiness," she said, "but it allows you to be miserable in comfort." She lived to 93, so I guess she did alright. Deliver the goods. Look at those two planets behind each other. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm guessing this is a moon that we're nearby at the moment. Oh, it's like a double planet. That's quite cool. I haven't seen one like that. Money doesn't buy happiness, that's alcohol. Oh yeah. Good point. No tour, that's very good. Here lies Drew. Husband, father, right. Hey, what's that? Money can't buy happiness, but you can rent it for a while. Whoa. See, you're all getting very deep now. We've gone from pure old jokes to we've retreat deep into some philosophical musings. There we go. Right, we're carrying out missions for the Gek. So this is mission number 1. Okay, the client secure lockbox will handle scanning and okay, so just there you go. Yay! Okay. Presumably now we need to go and get ourselves another mission from the space station. Yep. That's pretty straightforward. As Wayman says, just be kind. Yes, it's good advice though, isn't it? Or as Douglas Adams put it, 2,000 years after one man was nailed to a tree for saying how great it would be to be nice to people for a change. That planet kind of reminds me of Murder in Elite 2. I think it's the clouds. Yeah, the cloud. It was nice down there, wasn't it? It's like the clouds in space here because there's clouds on the space station in a weird kind of a way. There we go again. Money, so they say, is the root of all evil. Well, actually, I think that is a quote from the Bible, from my vague loriness of the real world, and I think it doesn't actually say that in the Bible. I think the exact quote is actually, "Money is the root of all kinds of evil," which gives you a slightly different meaning to root of all evil, doesn't it? Not to say that money isn't a problem, but. No, I don't want to get to him, do I? I want to go to him. Oh, hang on, no, we're in the wrong system. Do I need to go back to the previous system? Return to the mission agent. Yeah, so hang on a minute. This is the... Oh, I can go back here. So I can hand in the mission. There we go, yeah. Okay. Right, but I can't get the right... I need to get back now to the Gek system. Let's use the teleport to do that. There we go, Electron Ghost. Oh, is it love of money? Oh, the Bible said love of money is the root of all evil. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I remember seeing that sort of stuff going on. Right. So is this... How do we identify which one's Gek? Oh, visit the mission board. That must be it there then. Gek. There we go. Transport back there. Yeah, I need to go back to a Gek system to get more Gek missions. It's got the mission icon, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Right, so here we are, back with the Geks. Right, will he have another mission for me? Hopefully he will. Yay! Feed 8 creatures. That's a level 5 Gek mission. Feed 8 creatures. That's a lot of creatures. Okay. I was hoping to just deliver an item, but clearly the Gek had other things in mind. I like it's Thirsty Little Ones is the name of the mission. Just feed them. It's like, okay. Should be hungry little creatures, surely. Yeah, no, feed 8 creatures, exterminate 8. Well, there's a nice planet down here. This looks like quite a nice world, doesn't it? Let's go. Oh, it's got aggressive sentinels though. Do we want to go down there? But we need one where there's lots of life, don't we? That doesn't look very appealing over there. A dead planet. Well, there's not going to be much over there, is there? There's not a great deal here, actually. That one's an icebound planet. And yeah, so let's go down here. Just be careful. But surely the Sentinels can't object to us just feeding some creatures, can they? The Sentinels can object to anything, can't they? Anyway, there we go. Feed, feed 8 creatures. Feed them to what? Hey, Julia's here. Hello, Julia. I'm too conditioned by stances. I actually check the clock. Yeah, we can. We haven't got space beers in Star Citizen, No Man's Sky, have we? Yeah, we need to. About this time in the Star Citizen stream, we need to start thinking about going to a bar. Which is got okay. So this is a okay. So this is a wacky plan. Now, have I got enough creature pellets? That's the first thing. Let's make sure we create a few of them. I've got some. What do they look like? Let's try crafting. Where are they? How do I do that again? I've forgotten. Oh, Sentinels. They don't like me, do they? Run away. There's a critter, at least. There's one. There we go. There's two. There's three. Just keep running away. Oh. Is it keeping tabs for me? 5, 6. Right. Where are those pesky sentinels? Over there. Hanging around my ship. I've done 6 of 8. Okay. There's 2 of those spidery looking things. That'll do. Oh, there's a dinosaur up there. Let's go and talk to that. There you go. Have some food. Uh-oh. Sentinels. Right, take it. Back to the ship. This is a nice planet, but it's not very friendly because of the Sentinels. Right, there we go. Right. Oh, now the starships are after me. Oh, they're trying very hard, aren't they? Oh, baddie ships coming in. Let's see if we can outrun them. Flying rocks. Woo! Dunk. Cover me, boys. I'm making a break for it. There's the space station. It's not very far away. The question is, are aggressive sentinels malfunctioning, or are they ones operating under the proper parameters? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Am I supposed to, because I'm an anomaly traveller, am I supposed to be purged from the universe because there's something wrong with me? Am I the bad guy? Are we the bad guys? Who knows? It's us that's malfunctioning. Well, it could be, couldn't it? Could be. Certainly some of us are malfunctioning. I'll leave you to figure out who that is. Mid-combat is always the best place to philosophise, yes. Well, I just did a bit of a brave Sir Robin there, didn't I? So that kind of worked out okay. Right, okay, so that should have completed this sequence of missions. Just about in time. We might be able to get back to Null and find out what happens next. Have I played Star Wars Squadrons? I've got that in Steam, yes. I have got that. At some point. You see, I've got the quandary coming up at some point, because at some point we're going to finish XP on the Frontier, and I'm wondering whether or not to do a bit of Star Wars on the retro stream. Because that might be quite good fun. There we go. go. Right, we should have the right Gek standing now. There we go. Then I should be able to go back to this guy. Dude! How's it going? Hello, friend in maps. Oh no, he's not. He's not talking to me. So return to. No, maybe it hadn't updated. There we go. I was so fast, the game couldn't keep up with me. You've been making me rich, my friend. I know you, your kind, the fearless adventurer, the completer of contracts. You think you are a leader. Others fight wars of weapons and fear, but power is more than strength. It is trade, incentives, information. If you have enough units, others will change the world for you without even realising. Ooh. Let's find out a bit about Gek history. Why would you care about that? Well, you did something dodgy, and I want to know what it was. Ask about the Korvax. Yeah, what did you do to those poor guys? Okay, so the first spawn with the Gek, the ancient Gek Empire, they enslaved the Korvax. You've been talking to the keen warriors, yes. Ever they hate the Gek, ever they slander us, refusing to forgive the past. Do not worry, all is well, all is at peace. Come on, why do you persist, my friend? The Gek are different now. Gek's no harm, no malice. The Gek changed. Do you know why? Do you care, friend? I'm interested. I don't want to discuss the events of the species past. It's a shame I see in their eyes or something else. Let's find out more about 16. Don't, you understand? Don't. It never ended. Gek's face begins to twitch. They don't. The Gek did not change. They evaded our souls. Well, the something invaded our souls. I stand within the centre of the first spawning build. Which event that occurred long ago? Okay, cartographer stands next to me watching what I watch, tears streaming down their face. I see enslaved Korvax move from Gek spawning pool to spawning pool. Now, each one they cut into their own suits. Nanite clusters pull out, falling into the fluid of embryonic Gek. It's then that I finally understand. The fall of the Gek, their conversion to the Atlas, and their release of the Korvax. It was not redemption, it was revolution. Hundreds of Korvax sacrificed near mortality, mingling their nanite clusters with the unborn Gek. Oh, I see. So the Gek didn't become good, they became Korvax, at least in part. Their slaves altered Gek brain, shifting their nature. Wow, okay, well, that's a cool piece of lore. I like that. For the first time and the final time, the Korvax convergence delighted in the pain of the oppressor. Wow. The vision coming to an end. They appear to be upset at my words. Ooh. Do not judge us, traveller, that our ancestors were altered, that they did not find goodness by themselves. That has nothing to do with us. We just want peaceful lives. We just want to be happy. Okay. So the slaves transferred elements of themselves to their masters and then changed their things. Wow. So the Gek released the Korvax because their biology was altered. There was no spiritual revelation, no grand redemption. It was a switch in the brain, an alteration to a genetic code. I think of the simulation Nada showed me. They intended heaven for Artemis' soul. It was a false reality full of arbitrary and unseen rules. How is life any different? It's very deep, isn't it? Very deep. I like it. Very cool. Okay, so it's not your normal kind of redemption arc. It's kind of like, actually, they kind of it happened and it's a thing, but it's not. Speak to Null about the secrets of the past. What time is it? Oh, I've got that 1 minute. Yeah, let's go do it. Let's go and just find out what happens next. 16. I know PC has tech chat. Does anyone know if console can do it too? First time chat from Marcus PSN. Well, first welcome to the stream. Welcome for the first time chat, and I don't know the answer. No text chat on console, sadly, says Electrical. So that's a shame. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to. Where are we going? Let's get outside of that range. Right, where are we? I have no target. Oh, scan a holoterminus. Right, there we go. Look at the new chapter name. 16 to master the portal network. So the 16s is the portals. Your Robodog breaks the rules every time it runs. Yeah. Don't diss the Robodogus. Robodogus is just the bestest thing. Oh, I should speak to Nada and Polo too. I should. Yes. We spotted it from the air again. That'll be good. No, that was a good landing. Straight on down. Right. Have I got enough thrust to get up there? I don't think I have. Got to be a bit careful of that, because if you die halfway up, then you fall, and then your jetpack doesn't recharge, does it? You'll die a horrible, horrible death. Or you could just fall off the side because you're not paying attention to where you've got to. Robodogus transcends reality. Yes, Robodogus is just brilliant. It's like a jolly useful robotic Labrador you can actually ride. Right, here we go. Let's find out what Null has to say for himself now. I know this. Tune to Null. Here we go. There he is. Right, what's going on? Well then, tell me what you saw. Tell me what you learned. I tell Null all I've learned. The Vikings' crusade against the Sentinels, how they nearly succeeded, only have the barbers of the Gekverse spawn draw the Sentinels back to the galaxy. I learned that the homeworld of the Korvax was destroyed by the Gek. The survivors enslaved or melted down. For years the Korvax toiled beneath their oppressors until the Empire fell and they were free once more. The Gek became Atlas worshippers, but from the Gek I learned something different. The Gek did not redeem themselves of their own accord. Bum, bum, bum. A great number of Korvax sacrificed themselves, mingling their nanite blood with countless unborn Gek. Their impulse to trade is a mere evolution of their impulse to war. A few signals switched off in their brain. I was born to travel, says Null, to see these worlds, to catalogue them, to give a name to every creature, every planet in the skies. And they were mine. The Atlas told me I could never see them all. There were too many, so I did what I had to do. I survived in the face of alternity. I saw the worlds of my universe. Oh look, here comes a storm. I returned to the Atlas. I told them what I'd done. I asked if it was proud of me. It laughed at me, I'm sure of it. It showed me universe upon universe, each with another traveller just like me. I was not special, I was not unique. The things I had to do to get here, things I had to become, none of it meant a thing. Okay, we'll keep listening. I do not lie to you, I really do want to discover what's wrong with existence. The walls between worlds are failing, that's bad for everyone. Why are the walls failing? All I know is this, the Atlas had infinity to work with and few exceptions. This triad repeats, Gek, Korvax, Viking, Gek, Korvax, Viking. Traders, warriors, scientists, all their stories ending in violence. Think about it, how would the Atlas speak? How would it cry for help? It would use the only language it knew. It would speak with life it would create. Whatever these life forms do, they always end in conflict. I think something terrible is happening to the Atlas. It's screaming the only way it knows how. What can be done about that? And now it won't speak to me anymore. It won't. It's chosen you instead. After all I did for it. I wanted to find out what was different about this universe. We are who we are, but you, whether because of some soul, because of simulation, does not matter. Why would you speak to me? Why aren't I enough? Wow. Is that the end of Null? No, Apollo's back now. Wow, okay, so we're learning a lot now. Traveller, I made it through. I found my way out of the portal. Oh, good for you. Excellent. Where are you? I'm standing by a holoterminus. Let's trade locations. Let's meet and get off this world. Okay, let's find out. I share my coordinates and Apollo shares theirs. Bum bum bum. There must be some mistake. According to our data, we're standing in the same place. We're communicating using the same holoterminus. But it's a parallel if the universe dimension things. We try again, but still the results are the same. The world is silent but for our voices. What's happening here? Why can't we see each other? I don't know. Don't ask me. As we speak, I receive a distress call. The language is my own. It arrives from across the planet. Don't be like that. You are not alone. I tried to tune back to Apollo, fighting the static system of the intruding signal. Holoterminus is showing you are receiving. Let's meet and get help as well. That's what we were trying to do. Apollo appears to receive the same signal broadcasting from the same location on their world. Let's try and meet. We agree to go and find the source of the distress. Perhaps we'll continue this discussion when we get there. Bam bam bam. Find the source of the signal. Well, there's my ship down there. And that, my friends, alas, is where we're going to have to leave it. Until next time, my friends, because I am out of time and out of space and out of procedurally generated infinite multiverses. And strange creatures that are walking around on two legs. But there we go. It's well, we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about the history of the races. We've learned that there's been genocides and sorts of all sorts of nice enslavement and deep things going on. Yeah, so that was very good lore stuff, wasn't it? So and now we're going to hopefully, maybe, next time we meet, we'll maybe we'll actually get to meet Atlas. It was good. It was good. Right, I will be back tomorrow for some Star Citizen, and I'm hoping. Well, I can't promise that I'll be around on Saturday morning, I'm afraid, because I'm way behind with my prep for getting to Australia, and the Saturday stream might be a victim of this week, I'm afraid, because I'm so far behind because of everything else that's been going on. I might not make it, but I'll let you know on Twitch, on Discord, etc, etc, so stay tuned. But it's definitely Star Citizen tomorrow. No Man's Sky, I'm afraid, will now be off for 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks, because I'm going to be in Australia for a couple of weeks. So I'm back, I think, week commencing 12th of December. Farewell for now, procedurally generated traveller friends. And interlopers and Gra, and I shall see you at some point in the future. Take care, my friends. Be good. Look after yourselves in my absence. Behave. Be nice. Have a fantastic weekend. Get to the weekend in one piece. And Gra, interlopers. Farewell. I will see you in a few weeks' time. Be good, my friends. Bye bye.